All right, here we go. Most High in Christ, New York, under the mighty commanding General YAHANNA. Yeah, we got something different going on. You don't know if you wasn't here last week. Today we are doing part two. Today we are doing part two of Leviticus chapter 11. So last week we left off at verse 12. So we're gonna pick back up on it, verse 13 this week. But before I get into the lesson, as you know, I like to open up the first part of the class with questions. Usually I try to deal with the questions that I'm asked with offline. And if there's some online that I can't answer, I will try to do so. If not, I always direct everybody to ask your questions in the Sunday scripture breakdown class with Officer 5000 Yatazak, our camp leader down here in Houston, Texas. We don't answer, we don't break down anything that we're unsure of. If I'm not 100% sure on anything, I will not break it down. That's how we do it in the UPK. I'm not ashamed. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get the correct doctrine out. That's how we make sure that we don't just lean on our own understanding. Before we continue, all right? Yeah. So okay, so first the question I was asked, okay, now I need to know so you don't have your I forgot you don't have your you are tuned in online. I need you, if you could, you got two different phones. Okay, I need if you could, if there's any questions, I would like you to let me know if there's a question online. I appreciate that. All right. So the first question that I was presented with um, outside of class was a breakdown on Hebrews 13 and 4. So I'm basically going to tell you what I was told as far as this breakdown of this scripture. All right. Now, after I ask these questions, I'm going to ask y'all some questions to see if y'all been paying attention in class. Because the thing is, we do this, us as teachers, we teach in this class, and we want to make sure that, you know, whoever's looking at the classes are actually learning. You know what I'm saying? So, like, let me use this mic. So, like, can everybody online hear me clearly? Press one in the chat if you can hear clearly. So, like, I wasn't using the microphone. I might not have to hold it. I might be able to put it down. Let me know if y'all can hear the audio clear. Try to put the mic right here. Type one in the chat. Then we can move forward. So they can hear clear? Okay, right. All right, so yeah, so we're gonna get to Hebrews 13 and 4. And then after I answer these questions, I'm gonna ask questions pertaining to things that I've already previously taught regarding the law. Because this is Wednesday law class. So these are things that we should know, especially you two. I'm definitely gonna hold you to a high standard. All right, so let's get to Hebrews 13 and 4. Nice and loud. Nice and loud.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
Now, when it says marriage is honorable in all, keep reading. Let's read the whole thing.
So another one comes. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
Okay, when it says marriage is honorable in all, meaning first of all, what is marriage? Go ahead. Sex is marriage, right? So it says sex is honorable in all. This is what you and your husband are, husband and wife with each other. It says sex is honorable in all. or marriage is honorable or not, and the bed undefiled. What you think that means?
Undefiled.
Just that whole little segment I just read.
You know, sex, marriage, thing, that's a good thing too.
Nah, lie. What it's saying is, whatever happens in that bedroom between you and your wife, or a husband and his wife, is honorable. You know what I'm saying? Now, not everything, let's allow it. Not everything is lawful. Obviously, you have to stay within the parameters of the law. You understand? This is actually a good question because this is the law class. You know what I'm saying? Now, you have to stay within the parameters of the law. Now, we know, woman on woman is unlawful. So, obviously this is talking about marriage, so it's talking about sex. So long as this husband and wife, for one, you need to understand that man and woman, which is lawful. And also, you can't be doing unlawful things to your husband. Or, like, ain't no, there's certain things you can't do. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's things that people, a lot of, fake Israelites talk about as far as, this scripture comes up a lot when it comes to how a man wants to have sex with his woman. You know what I'm saying? However that man chooses to have sex with his woman, in whatever way, that's his wife, that's their business, it's in their bedroom, and it's honorable. Now, there's certain things she cannot do to that man in the bedroom. Anything, I'm just gonna just be straight up with y'all. I'm a straight up person, and just being straight up, you can't mess with the man's backside at all. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be trying to mess with him in any type of way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be trying to, wives, you shouldn't be trying to mess with anything on that man that, you know what I'm saying, that is a homosexual act, and it is unlawful. It is an abomination to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Now, everything else, you know what I'm saying? You want to go down there and, woman, you want to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, whatever you do, man, it's what you want to do. But you can't mess with anything that's unlawful that is deemed homosexual. Cannot, that is unlawful. So that's what, you know what I'm saying? Anything outside of the law, excuse me, as long as it's within the parameters of the law, and we all know what the law is, right? What is sin? Go ahead.
Sin is the transgression of the law.
Sin is the transgression of the law. Where there is no law, there is no sin. So if it's not in the Bible that you can't do this, if it doesn't say in the Bible, no, you can't do that, then it's no sin. So if the Bible doesn't say a woman can't, you know what I'm saying, you know, use her mouth in certain ways on her husband, Salakia, then it's lawful. Or vice versa. Whatever happened in the Bible, just giving an example. If she want to do that, if it ain't, if you look in, find in the Bible, when you go to law class, or you got Captain Sakawa, excellent law class that I watch as well. If you don't see it in the Bible, you're not taught in the Bible that it's in there, then it's lawful to do. Now, playing with a man's butthole, Salakia, is unlawful. That is homosexual, and we do not condone that in the I.S.U.P.K, nor do the Lord condone that. That is an abomination unto the Lord. So any type of, act like that, that's an abomination. You know what I'm saying? So, and we know that because that is clear. A man should not lie with mankind as womankind. And if man lying with mankind, what area is the man lying with the mankind gonna be focused on? You understand what I'm saying? So you cannot. That's something that's off limits in the bedroom. Period. It's a question on that. Go ahead. What's the question? Uh huh. And all right. Well, we're gonna get to that. Let me finish breaking down this. So now it's a marriage is honorable now. Now, Tavares Cole, when you say can a man, do what he wants to with the woman, uh, if it's not in the Bible, nowhere in the Bible where it says a man can't, you know, do what he want, with that woman, whether it be oral sex, with this woman or whatever, then it's not, it's not unlawful. That would mean it would be a lawful act. If you can't find it in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? we know a woman trying to do that to a man. We know that that's an unlawful act. Why do we know that? How do we know? Like he's saying, he want to know, can a man go down on a woman? Whatever's down there, can he, go down on it? Whether it be the front or the back, whatever. You know what I mean? Salakia. But he's asking, can a man do that to a woman? Now, we know for sure a woman can't do that to her man. Why do we know that? Go ahead. Why is it a homosexual act? Right. It's unlawful, but it's unlawful. Why though? Because the thing is, you got to understand, it's for a man, right? But it doesn't necessarily specifically say a woman can't do that to a man. But we do know a woman can't do that to a man. Why? Go ahead. Right. Now, that scripture, when it says man should not lay with mankind, we all know what a man have, right? So what a man uses to have sex. A man has this wrong, right? Now, if a man is lying with mankind, where we know what they're doing. You understand what I'm saying? We know what can they do. They don't have it. I mean, it's not like there's many choices, you know what I'm saying? And it's sick to talk about, but I'm doing this for edification purposes. We understand what area of the body that the men are focusing on when they're doing that disgusting and vile act. You understand what I'm saying? Right. A woman cannot mess with a man in that form of fashion. That is homosexual. If it ain't his rod she's messing with, then that's gay. It's that simple. She don't need to be trying to. I mean, a woman can't even be trying to mess with my chest in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Don't even touch me. Like certain things are just, first of all, it's uncomfortable. If you ain't messing with my rod, I don't want you. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's connected to my rod, I don't want you messing with me personally. So that's this homosexual, man. Let's just get that out the way. As far as his question, you're doing that to a woman. I mean, that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not off limits. Let's just put it that way. That's not off limits for a man to do that to a woman. However you want to do it to her, whatever you know. But for a woman to try to do that to a man, that's definitely unlawful, and it's an abomination. So that's what this scripture is talking about. Marriage is honorable and all, meaning anything that's within the parameters of the law is honorable. And it says in the bed undefiled. What goes on in that bedroom is between that man and that woman. That's why we don't really get into the old man eating the woman out, doing all this and what because it ain't our business. I don't care. That ain't our focus. Marriage is a sacred act between husband and wife. That is sacred to the Lord. Whatever you do in that bedroom to please your woman, that's between you. You know what I'm saying? Sister, whatever you do to please your man in that bedroom, that's between y'all. Just know, long as it's lawful. Just know you have to do it within the parameters of the law. It's that simple and plain. Everybody understand that, right? And it also says, but whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. We know what the judgment. Punishment is punishment. And the Lord will punish you for being a whoremonger and an adulterer. So, if you trying to say, oh, well, you with another man's wife, and you trying to, oh yeah, marriage undefiled in the bedroom, you are an adulterer, and she is too, and y'all will be put to death if you don't get yourself to death, right? And repent, and turn away from that. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, we got that out the way. I hope that answers your question, brother, online. Long as it's not unlawful, man. Now, that's a lot I want to touch on this. Now, your wife she can't be having those straps and all of that in the room and having you doing things to the strap and all of that. That is a homosexual act. You understand what I'm saying? I'm bringing that up to just bring different dynamics that possibly could be going on in the bedroom that we can't do. You understand what I'm saying? So you go down and doing whatever you want to your woman is fine, but you can't be doing all that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be anything. You get my point. Y'all get the point. What I'm trying to say. Anything that's unlawful, if it's a homosexual act, if it's unlawful in the bedroom, you can't do it. Simple. You know what I'm saying? Women cannot be touching each other in that manner, doing things like that. They can't even uncover each other's nakedness. You understand? Just like a man can't uncover his nakedness to another man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's unlawful, period. So, all right, we got that squared away. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 13. Did that answer your question, though? We've been touching on this for the past couple weeks. This is curses, blessings. I believe that would fall under the blessings category, chapter 13, verse 13. 13. Okay, yeah. So this will fall under the blessings category. Let's go to verse 1 first. Read chapter 28, verse 1.
Come. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
And to do how many?
All his commandments.
Just do a couple.
All his commandments.
Go ahead.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
On high below.
Above all nations of the earth.
Equal to.
Set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
All the nations on the earth. You understand? If we hearken diligently to the voice of the Lord, telling us to do all his commandments, he shall set us on high above all nations. You understand what I'm saying? So these right here are the blessings. It's talking about the blessings. Now, let's go to verse 13 to address the question I was asked. This is a breakdown. Read verse 13.
Verse 13. That the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail.
Meaning, you shall be the head and not the tail. Where's the head on the body? At the top. Where's the tail? At the bottom. You understand what I'm saying? Or if you use it like talking about an animal, the head on the dog is in the front, right? The tail is in the back, meaning you're going to be first and not last. You're going to be at the top, not the bottom. You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And thou shalt be above only.
And thou shalt be what?
Above only.
It's like above only. Not ever below. Not ever equal. You will be above only. You will only be above if you listen and do what you're supposed to do. Now, we got to understand, it's all for one for all. We got to do this as a nation. One individual can't be keeping our laws. Two individuals can't keep all the laws and this happen. We got to do this together as a nation. But we didn't do this. You understand what I'm saying? That's why we get punished right now. That's why we're going through what we're going through. Because we didn't do this. But let's keep reading. If we would have did this, go ahead.
Thou shalt not be beneath.
You shall not be beneath. You shall not be beneath. Go ahead.
If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God.
Meaning all the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord thy God. Go ahead.
Which I command thee this day to observe and to do them.
You understand? So it's saying that's what we will be. If we listen to the Lord and follow all his laws, statutes, and commandments, we will be at the top. You understand? And that's what we're striving to be now. We are striving to bring everybody back into this truth. That's what the priests and prophets of the I.S.U.P.K and priests and prophets of the Lord are doing. We are trying to get everybody under this one umbrella, all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans under this one umbrella, following all the law, statutes, and commandments. That way, we can get these promises. We can get these blessings. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, we're living out the curses. If you can't see that you curse right now, then something's wrong with you. You understand? I'm tired of living out the curses. I want to live out these blessings. And the only way we're going to do that is if we all hearken into the
Book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Now faith What is faith? It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Now we need to ask ourselves, first of all, what is substance? Want to give it a try?
Like material, sir.
It's everything, anything. Substance is anything, everything, anything. Matter. You understand? It's substance, right? So in order to get substance, what do you have to do? Work for it. You got to work for it. Right. You got to make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? It's saying faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. In order to get substance, you can't just, okay, let me ask you this. If you got faith that something's just going to appear, if you got faith, uh, let me ask you this. Okay, somebody made this chair that I'm sitting in, right? When they were making this chair, they had faith that this chair could hold a person up. How did they make that happen though? How did they do it to where this chair is holding me up? They had faith that they could make a chair that could hold me up. I'm sitting in it right now. It's holding me up. Right. So that means their faith was solidified by what? Go ahead.
By action, sir.
By what? But give me action, yes, but give me the word I'm looking for.
Work?
Yes. Exactly. By work. They put in the work to make this chair to where it can hold a person of my weight. You understand what I'm saying? Any chair you sit in, whoever made it had the faith that they could do it. They put in the work to make sure that it could do it. You understand? So if you got faith and you ain't got to put the work behind it, your faith is void. There's no, like, they go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. You gotta have work to go along with faith. How do we know that? Let's go get James chapter 2, verse 14. You have to have work with it. Look, you got it.
James
Chapter 2, verse 14. Any other questions so far? Oh,
2:14, right, sir?
2 and 14.
Book of James, chapter 2, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
What doth it profit, my brother, though a man say he had faith and have not works? Can faith save him?
Hold on. Start from the top again. Read clearly.
Come. What do it profit, my brother, though a man say he had faith and have not works? Can faith save him?
It say, what doeth it profit, my brother? Though a man say he had faith and have not works, can faith save him? You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you saying you believe in the Lord and you know, oh Lord gonna come back and you know what I'm saying, I believe in you, Lord. Is that going to save him alone? We can't. Nah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Right, but when it says if a man can't just be like, oh, I believe the Lord gonna come back and save me, and when Christ come back, he saved. That you can't just do that alone. You can't, you have to put in work. You understand what I'm saying? Faith cannot just save you alone. It work hand in hand. You have to have works to go along with that faith. You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading.
So come. If a brother or sister be naked and is destitute of daily food. Verse 16. And one of you say unto them.
So it says if a brother and sister be naked and destitute of daily food, meaning they really not living right. They're not living good. They ain't got no food. They ain't got no clothes. You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warm and filled.
So you telling them, even though you ain't got this, you got that, it said depart in peace, like when you warmed and feel like Lord be with you and you be all right, everything will be all right, you know what I'm saying? It's saying basically you sending them away, but you ain't did nothing for them. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
So come. Notwithstanding, ye give them not those things which are needful to the body.
Meaning they need the clothes. They need the food. You understand what I'm saying? They come to you in hunger and thirst. They ain't got no clothes. They saying, please, can you, I need this, I need that. You telling them, oh, you gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Go, hey, you know, be warm for shalom. You know what I'm saying? Go about your way and be peaceful. You know, warm here. Is that helping them? How is that helping them? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not helping them at all. You just sent them away naked and hungry still. You understand? That's what this is talking about. If it says, notwithstanding, you give them not those things which are needful to the body. What doeth it profit? So what is it? Who is it benefit? It ain't benefiting nobody. You understand what I'm saying? You sending them away, it definitely ain't benefiting them. So we have to keep reading. Let's get down to it.
So come. What doeth it profit? Verse 17. Even so faith, if it had not works, is dead, being alone.
So yeah, you may believe you can do something, or you may believe in something, but if you're not putting in the work to make it happen, to make sure, like in regards to like us priests and prophets of the Lord, we say, yeah, we priests and prophets, we believe, we try to be the 144,000. Okay, the Bible says make your election sure. You understand what I'm saying? How you gonna do that? By doing what I'm doing right here, right now. By going out there on Saturdays and teaching on the highways and byways. You know what I'm saying? Having camp, by holding class, by any form of the Lord's work, actually doing work, putting in work. You can't sit down and say, oh yeah, I'm all right, I just read my Bible and I got faith. You gotta put in work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put in work. You have to, like, saying that you can follow the law, statutes, and commandments, if you're not putting in work to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, are you keeping the laws? You understand what I'm saying? You're not saying, okay, you take action. What is love? If you love the Most High, what is love? Love is action. Love is not love in word or tongue. You understand? But indeed. So you have to show action with, like, the Lord needs action. I need to see something. You tell me you believe and I hear you, but you ain't, what you doing? Keep reading.
Verse 18. Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
So a man may say, thou hast faith. Okay, cool. Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? But then it say, okay, a man may say he has faith, and I have works. Okay, show me your faith without your works, and I'll show you my faith by my works. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, you showing me faith, you ain't putting in no work. I can show you my faith with proof. I can show you my works. That's how I have faith. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I know I have faith. Hold what you got right here in James. Go and give me Matthew 18 and 5. I mean, Salakia 15 and 8. Come.
Book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 8. This people draw nigh unto me with their mouth.
Right. So it says these people draw nigh unto me with their mouth. Go ahead.
And honor me with their lips.
So they say a lot of stuff. They say they love me. They say they draw nigh. Oh yeah, This is Christ. This Christ talking right now. This is the red. So he said these people they draw nigh unto me with their mouth. They say a lot of stuff. It sounds good. Keep going. But it says, and honor me with their lips. So they said a whole bunch of good stuff that sounds good. They say they honor me, but go ahead.
But their heart is far from me.
But their heart is far from me. Right. So you saying, oh, I believe what you're saying, but their heart is far from you. How do we know? Because let's go back to James chapter 18. I mean, James chapter 2, verse 18.
Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith.
A man may say, thou hast faith. So you're saying a bunch of stuff like Christ said. These people draw nigh into me with they believe I'm the one. You know what I'm saying? They honor me. They said, oh, this man right here is surely the one. This man right here is surely the priest and prophet, the prophet that the Lord has sent to save us. He's for sure that. But guess what? What is saying 18 again, read from the top.
Okay, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works.
It say, thou man may say, I have faith. That's what they're doing. They honoring with their lips. They saying they believe. They saying this. They saying they got faith, but they don't have their works. You understand what I'm saying? And I have works. You show me your faith without your works. I see that. Okay, that's cool. Well, I'm gonna show you my faith by my works. You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading though. It still get good. Verse 19. You want me to finish 18? Go ahead.
Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by thy works. Verse 19. Thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well.
Right.
The devils also believe.
Right.
And tremble.
The devils also believe. You know what I'm saying? The same people believe that what you believe, they believe in the same one God too. But guess what? You understand what I'm saying? You have to keep reading. We're gonna see.
Verse 20. But wilt thou know?
It say, but will you know?
O vain man.
O vain man.
That faith without works is dead.
Man, you a vain man. Meaning you are standing for nothing. Your faith without works is dead. You understand what I'm saying? You say you faith without no works, you are a vain man. Your faith without works is dead. What are you living for if you're not putting in no work? You understand what I'm saying? If you're not putting in no work, doing the work of the Lord, doing this, you know what I'm saying? We don't do this because, oh, this is fun to us. We do this because this is our job. You understand? We teach our people because this is our job as priests and prophets of the Lord. And it just so happens to not be grievous, obviously, or grievous. You know what I'm saying? It happens to be fun. What I mean by that is I enjoy teaching my people. But this is my job. You understand what I'm saying? When we out there in the blistering heat at camp, it's not because we just enjoy being in the heat. No, we just teach it. It's our job. You know what I'm saying? We get enjoyment from teaching our people, though. You know, we want to bring our people back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. But we keep reading.
Verse 21. Was not Abraham our father justified by works?
Right. So was Abraham not justified by his works? I mean, he told the Lord his faith. Keep reading.
When he had offered Isaac, his son, upon the altar.
You understand what I'm saying? That was his firstborn. You know what I'm saying? He was offering up his firstborn to the Lord. He showed his faith by his work. That was action. I told you the Lord wants action. The Most High don't change. You know what I'm saying? How he was then is how he is now. He don't change. So he want to see action. He want to see your faith by your work. You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 22. Seest thou how faith wrought up his works, and by works was faith made perfect?
You understand? Go to 24.
Verse 24. Ye see then how that by works a man is justified, not by faith only.
So you see then how by works, when you put in work, That's when a man is justified. That's when you know, okay, now I know I got faith. Because I'm putting in the work. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how we understand. Now, read verse 26.
Verse 26. For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also.
So if you just got a body, you ain't got no spirit in it, it's dead. You dead. So faith without works, so it's also dead. It's the same. It's just it's synonymous with a body having no spirit. Having faith without works is also dead. You understand what I'm saying? So now let's go back to Hebrews 11 and 1 and understand the whole point of the question of the breakdown of this verse 1.
Book of Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance.
Again, substance is something that you make sure you go out and do. You make. You have to make that. Now faith is the substance. What is that substance? You going out there putting in that work. You understand what I'm saying? You putting in that work of things that you have faith about, like you got things hope for. You hope that you can be saved, right? You hope that Christ is coming back to save you, deliver you out the hands of your enemy. You understand what I'm saying? You have to put in that work. That's that substance. You have to put in the work to make sure that that's going to happen for you. You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
So you may not see the Lord, but you can see his works. You can see these works that I'm doing. You can see him made manifest through these works that we're doing. You understand what I'm saying? You know the Lord exists through the works that the priests and prophets are doing, by the things that we know that are made manifest by the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? So you want that substance, you got to put in that work. You got to make that substance. You got to make that happen. That's faith. You know what I'm saying? Faith without putting in that work is dead. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the breakdown on that. All right, so now let's go to Luke 6 and 37, and then I'm gonna have some questions for y'all. I ain't gonna do y'all too bad because I don't think y'all really came prepared this week. But I'm gonna ask a few questions. Those online, if you want to type in your answers, you're more than welcome to do so. I will be asking a couple questions on law and things that we've been over in this class that y'all should know. So right now, like I said from the beginning, we are here to teach. I'm not just up here just to pass time. I'm up here to try to teach my people, and you know what I'm saying, y'all, so y'all can learn, so y'all can understand this Bible. You understand? That's what we are doing. A teacher makes sure the students learn. You understand? Or whoever's in the class are learning. So that's what I'm here to do. So we're gonna go to Luke chapter 6, verse 37. This was another question that was asked. They want to break down to this. So we're gonna go into it.
Book of Luke chapter 6, verse 37. Judge not, and ye shall not be judged.
What is judge again? Go ahead. Punishment. Carrying out an act of judgment on someone. Carrying out an act against someone for something that they've done wrong or something that, it says, judge not, and ye shall not be judged. So if you don't carry out no punishment towards anyone, far as, by the same standards you carrying out punishment against someone, you will be held to those same standards. You understand what I'm saying? It's no different from when it was asked in the Bible, he who is without sin cast the first stone, meaning if you cannot say that you have to be like you have to be judged by the same standards in which you have to judge in which the same standards are being judged. Like us, that's why we keep all the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. Because guess what? If we were to carry out punishment towards someone for breaking the law, our slate is clean. We are not breaking the law. So we are justified in the manner of carrying out a judgment against them. Like the generals. The generals can carry out whatever punishment against us if we're breaking the rules of the school. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're not breaking the rules of the school. You understand? So they're justified in their punishment, whatever it may be. So judge not. It said, judge not, and ye shall not be judged. Meaning, you can't judge this person and don't expect to be judged either. You're going to be judged. If you judge that person, you're going to be judged. So don't judge them so you won't be judged. If you are doing, you know, some of the same things that they're doing or doing other things that you're not supposed to be doing. Simple. Judge not, and ye shall not be judged. Go ahead.
What comes? Condemn not, and ye shall not be condemned.
What does condemn mean? Huh? Huh? We're gonna find the definition right now. Condemn. Express complete disapproval of, typically in public, censure. Okay. The second definition is sentence to a particular punishment, especially death. All right. So you are punishing someone. You are showing your signs of disapproval, and you are punishing someone. You're condemning someone. So I have to understand. Okay, let's use this terminology since I know where the question came from, who the question came from. I'm gonna use this as an analogy. All right. So if your wife, you got a wife at home, and y'all are, you know, in the truth, and your wife is acting unlawful, basically. She's doing things outside of what the Lord wants her to do. And you may have set punishments for her. And what I mean by punishment, I ain't talking about like sitting in the corner. I ain't talking about, you know, nothing like, you know, but you may have a set punishment like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to speak to you until you get yourself together. Or I'm going to leave this house until you get yourself right. That's a punishment. You understand what I'm saying? You are punished because she can't live without you. She may say, oh, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? My husband gone. She's going to be going through it. You understand what I'm saying? That's a punishment for her. Now, understand that if you because she's not following the law, statutes, and commandments, right? So you have to be able to you have to be following the law, statutes, and commandments, because if not, you will be punished too. And it's Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. That's why we have rank, structure, and order. If I go off and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, guess what? I'm going to get a text, or if I'm on Facebook, I'm going to get a comment saying, give me a call. Everybody in I.S.U.P.K, especially troopers, and probably 50s. I mean, all of us really, but especially troopers and 50s. You know what that means. Give me a call. You know what I'm saying? ASAP. Give me a call right now. We know what that means. And it's righteous. It's righteous as hell. You understand what I'm saying? It's righteous as hell to get checked. It's righteous as hell to get that correction, that punishment. Because guess what? That correction is going to save your life. That correction is putting in work. Whoever's correcting you is them giving you substance, putting in that work to show you that they're about their father's business and they want you to be about it too. And they want you to do the right thing. You understand what I'm saying? That's love. Correction is love. So that's exactly what this is. So condemn not, don't sentence someone or you're going to be sentenced. So I got to understand, I got to walk a straight down or I get punished too, or I get condemned too. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what this is talking about. It's not telling you you can't punish someone. It's just saying condemn not, and you shall not be condemned. Meaning, if you don't condemn no one, then hey, you won't be. This is what this is saying. It's just saying you don't do it, then it won't happen to you. But it still have like I say, in rank, structure, and order. If you not even if you're not condemning someone or trying to punish someone or correct somebody, if you are going off, you still not following the laws, statutes, and commandments. Guess what? You getting your butt checked. It's that simple. You get checked and it's righteous. Most High in Christ for the correction and brotherhood in this I.S.U.P.K. in the I.S.U.P.K. and the Commander General YAHANNA. The excellent display of brotherhood is unmatched by anywhere else on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to correct my brother if I don't love my brother. I want my brother to, like, you know what I'm saying? That's being brotherly, to be corrected. I didn't understand it at first. I told the story when I was a trooper. I come into the school and I got my first taste of correction. I was like, oh, you talking to me crazy like that? You know what I'm saying? I'm in the street. I'm from the, like we all from the street. We all have been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? In the street, it's a little different. You don't let a nigga talk to you crazy. You know what I'm saying? You gonna bounce up in the streets. But at the end of the day, that's wicked as hell. But you are not living according to how the Lord wants you to live. But in the truth, in the I.S.U.P.K command you YAHANNA, you can be a boss, but you have to earn that. You have to work for that. You can't be someone of high rank. You can be over someone, but you have to work for that. And it's best to start from the bottom like we all do. It's best to start from the bottom and work your way up. Because an excellent follower will become an excellent leader. Because guess what? He knows exactly the blueprint that was set before him. He followed that blueprint. So when it's time to teach others that blueprint, excuse me. So when it's time to teach others that blueprint, he knows how to teach it perfectly. You understand what I'm saying? You had a question?
I was going to say, going back and forth with your brother in the world, like you have the things in the world, you're not gaining the brother.
Right. Exactly.
Also, strong relationships.
Right. Exactly. Because in the world, you don't understand Matthew 18 and 15. You don't know that. In the world, I didn't know what that scripture. I didn't know that scripture in church. They never brought that out. I never understood it. Let's go to Matthew 18 and 15. Not to get off topic, but hey, we pull precepts in here. But to answer that question, that's what it's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Judge not let you, therefore, and look, and I'm going to read verse 36 because the brother can, I'm going to read verse 36 to go up a step. You know what I'm saying? Trying to understand these laws, statutes, commandments, trying to understand this way. I had to reprogram myself. So me knowing tell you, hey, this is the way to go. Because guess what? When you finally go down this right path, you're going to understand it, and you're going to try to teach others that's coming up that same path. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you got to be by, be merciful. You don't mean, like take the brother in a hateful way or take the brother in a way that, you know what I'm saying? Be understanding when you take a brother and let that brother know, okay, you know what I'm saying? Look, this is why I did this. This is why I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this because, you know what I'm saying? You're not doing things according to the Bible. You're not doing things according to I.S.U.P.K protocol. That's not, we do everything according to scripture. You understand? So that's how you do it. Be merciful because your father is merciful with you. Before you came into the truth, before I came into the truth, I was sin galore. You understand? That means sin just everywhere I turn, I'm sinning. And then I'll be like, Lord, please forgive me. And think I'm done. And then go sin right back again. Right after. I told you, I told y'all before, man, I used to be so bad with it that I will pray ahead of time. I will pray for the next day's transgression. Lord, please forgive me tomorrow or whatever I do. You know what I'm saying? In Jesus' name, amen. That was my prayer. I kid you not. I kid y'all not. That was my prayer. Y'all think I'm bullshit. But I'm serious. That was my prayer. I would be praying because I know I was living such a sinful life. I knew what I was doing was wrong. Ain't that something? Good night. And that's most of us today when we don't have this truth. That's how I know I needed this truth. That's how I know I need the I.S.U.P.K commandment in life. Because in the world I was so wicked. I'm talking about it's like credit. I'm using forgiveness like credit. I'm asking the Lord to forgive me before I even sin. Lord, please forgive me because tomorrow I might spill out the stone. Or Lord, please forgive me. I might, me and this dude we've been getting into, I might have a shootout with him. I might, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what tomorrow may bring. Please forgive me for whatever I've done. In Jesus' name, amen. That's a favorite. Jesus' name. Jesus' name. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you say that, you think after the prayer, the whole time you're praying, the Lord don't even hear your prayer because you sin it. The Lord do not hear your prayer when you sin it. And the whole time you in Jesus' name, you made sure you throw that in there because you know you gotta in the name of Jesus. It gotta be in Jesus' name. You understand what I'm saying? So you throw that in there because that solidifies the prayer. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Tell me who don't know what I'm talking about. That solidifies the prayer. Whatever you say, you can say, God bless his food. You know what I'm saying? It solidified it. If I say in Jesus' name, I know this food blessed. In Jesus' name, I know I'm forgiven for my sins. And it's funny, but it's not funny. The whole time, I'm sinning. The Christian church had me believing that I could just say, God forgive me. He's going to forgive me 70 times 7. And forgive me all sevenfold, 700 times, and forever. I'm thinking I'm just forever forgiven. Not even knowing what repent was. I didn't even know what repent. I thought repent was to be forgiven, or for acts of forgiveness. I didn't even know the definition of repent is to not do anymore. That's how much the Christian church is such a. The Christian church is the worst thing that could have ever happened. Christianity is the worst thing that could have ever happened to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Christianity alone has destroyed us because it have us believing that we can just do what we want, ask for forgiveness, and our slate is wiped clean. And because the Lord don't forgive us. That's what we thought. The Lord don't forgive us. I mean, that's just, that's wicked, man. Y'all gotta come into this truth, man. And the I.S.U.P.K, Commander General YAHANNA. Only here will you truly get what you that substance that we all need to solidify our faith. This is where you get it. You understand what I'm saying? What was I? Go read Matthew 18 and 15. I've been carrying away. Put
Book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 15.
This right here is how you deal with your brother.
Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
Stop right there. That's all we need. You got to understand, man. In the world, you deal with your brothers and your people a whole different way because you feel like you're the man in these streets. So you deal with a brother, you're not going to be merciful when you deal with it. You're going to expect, and you know what I'm saying, we're not going to even get on you sisters or you homosexual tendencies having men that want to talk behind a nigga back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to go to that man alone. If you do not do that, you are a bitch. In the words of Officer Malakwa. You understand? You are a bitch. Because guess what? That is a female tendency. That's a homosexual tendency. You got a problem with a man, but you want to go talk about him to this brother or to this sister. So come on, man. Go to that man and that man alone and work that out like men. You understand what I'm saying? The I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA, that's what we strive to do. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do that, guess what's going to come to you? That correction. You know what I'm saying? That good old checking is going to come. You're going to give me a call. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, we got to make sure we're doing things right. You know what I'm saying? I brought that scripture out just to show you that's what correlates with that, man. But all right, I'm done with that part of the class. Now I'm going to ask questions online. Feel free to answer these questions. When I do, I'm going to ask a question. I give enough time to see if somebody answer online. If they don't answer within a certain amount of time, then I'll give it to y'all in the room because y'all press the time. So give me a second. All right, so I want to go over some law. Let's go over some scriptures, some precepts. Okay. Now, has the law been done away with? Good question. I know you should know. I need precepts. So I have precepts ready. Was the law done away with? Check online for me, see if anybody has a question. Make sure y'all have y'all precepts with y'all answers. I need precepts. I don't want yes or no. I need precepts. Was the law done away with? Give about 30 seconds. See if I can get an answer. Any answer? So y'all not learning online? Y'all don't know if the law is done away with or not? I got some. Y'all just quiet today. Y'all bash me. I think he, man, you ain't learning like that. Who that? I need to know who the person is. The white man, the devil boss. Oh, so not, is TW abbreviated? Yeah, okay. What do you say, Matthew? What? Right. Give him a hand, man. You understand? Let's go to Matthew 5:17. Read it. Go ahead.
Book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I have come to destroy the law or the prophet.
Is that brother a trooper or officer? Whoever answered the question, brother, I can't really see. White man is the devil. I.S.U.P.K. trooper or officer. Just want to know for reference. Because if you're an officer, I already know you know that. But if you're a trooper, that's, hey, Most High Christ. You're a trooper. Most High Christ trooper. Damn right. Read what he got.
Book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I have come to destroy the law.
And so, hold what you got. Somebody else give me another precept on that. I want 2 precepts on that. 2 separate people give me 2 more different precepts. You got a precept too? All right. 36. Wow, that's not what I'm looking for.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I have come to destroy the law or the prophet. I have not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
I have not come to destroy, but to fulfill. That is an excellent precept too. Make sure you keep that precept because that is excellent. You're gonna need that. All right. Give me another one. Let's see if I can get somebody online. I know you know. You ain't got no precept? Go ahead. What you got? Okay. No sweat. I can't see that name, True. What's a lot? Let's say on Facebook real quick. I'm waiting on another precept too. I need it quick. Sharatha Zaha'Allah. Most High in Christ. Sharatha Zaha'Allah. Most High in Christ. Excellent answer. Man, definitely. Definitely write it down, man. This is where you learn it right here, man. And I.S.U.P.K. Commander Junior Honor.
Right.
You need to stay in class too, man. Stay in class, go ahead and, contact the officer in your city and put in, I don't know if you did already, but if you haven't, contact the officer in your city and go ahead and make it official, man. Put in your 90 days, getting that all black, man. This is what you learn right here. All right. So, can I put that precept in? Okay, go ahead, Trooper. Give me another precept.
First John chapter 2, verse 3.
Let me see if that's what I'm looking for.
2:5.
Chapter 3?
Chapter 2, verse 3.
Okay, so chapter 2, verse 3. And you say 1 John chapter 2, actually 3 verse 5. You actually, you know what I'm saying? You still in the same category, but let's go get 1 John chapter 2 verse 3 first. That's an excellent precept. Give the truth a hand. You know what I'm saying? I got that. There we go. Y'all clap be weak, man. We gotta get I.S.U.P.K. Houston clapped on the map too. You know what I'm saying? You listen to any other class, they say give them a hand. You hear the whole room be shaking, man. We gotta get it. We got it Most High in Christ though, man. We gonna get it right.
The book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him.
Hereby we do know that we know him.
If we keep his commandments.
So that's how we know. The laws ain't been done away with, because how do you even know the Lord if you ain't keeping his commandments? Because right here it says, for this is how we do know we know him. If we do what?
Keep his commandments.
No shrimp.
keep his commandments.
None of that other stuff we said we couldn't eat last week. What was that? The pigs, the shrimp, the lobster, the horse. Can't eat no horse, can't eat no dog, ain't no cat. You understand what I'm saying? None of that. We got to keep these laws, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? All right. So, okay, y'all done answered enough on the law. I think that was too easy. Okay. Who were the laws given to? Precept. Precept. We'll try online first. Who are the laws given to? Some of you sisters, y'all can answer too, man. We're going to interact in this class. We're going to interact. We're going to teach. We're going to learn in this class right here. I'm a teacher. We're going to learn. You understand what I'm saying? Some of you sisters, man, I'm start calling out names. Let's see. Rebecca Israel. Now you already know. You should know. For y'all that don't know, that's my real. You definitely should know. Jada, Jay Renee. I want some precepts. I want to interact. You know what I'm saying? You young men, you brothers that's not troopers and officers, try to get some precepts, man. We here to try to learn, man. This is how we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always gotta be all, you know. See, trooper, let's go. Hey, trooper gave me an answer. Let's go to Psalm 1:7-19. That's an excellent precept, trooper. Again, I see you. Hey, you might be ready for your officers. Salaki, whoever over Florida, Salaki. He ain't ready till the officer above him say you ready. But you're doing a damn good job with these precepts out. You're doing a damn good job. And yes, mind you not, the laws was given to Israel, but remember, I need precepts. Like General Muhammad say, I need my precepts now, quickly. Read what you got, Psalms 147.
Book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19.
You actually missed verse 2, Sharadazah, Allah. You missed the verse. You got to add 20 to that as well. But let's start with 19.
Verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
He showeth his word unto Jacob. Who is Jacob? Hold on, who is Jacob? Who is Jacob? Go ahead, Joe. One of the forefathers?
One of the forefathers.
He one of the forefathers?
Yeah.
Keep answering the question. He one of the forefathers of what?
Of Israel.
He's one of the forefathers of Israel?
That's wrong.
That's completely wrong. He is the forefather. You understand? He is the man that made us. You understand? His name were later changed to Israel after he wrestled with the angel. You not familiar with that? You understand? Come on, Troop, I expect
So I got a question, sir.
Go ahead.
Well, what do you mean when you say Isaac,
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are our forefathers, but Jacob is the progenitor of the Israelites. Isaac is his father. So Abraham is his father.
Right.
So it's just a generation. Abraham, Isaac, and then Jacob, then the Israelites. We're not Isaacites. We're not Abrahamites. We are Israelites. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. That's why we're Israelites. You understand? So when we say they're the forefathers, we just mean Abraham had Isaac, Isaac had Jacob. Jacob had us. Not us in particular. Your father had you, but he is the progenitor of the Israelites. You understand what I'm saying? So he's not one of the forefathers of the Israelites. He is the forefather of the Israelites. The 12 tribes of Israel, to be exact. All right? Okay. About the Czar. That is correct, but I need to, Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Let's just stick with Deuteronomy 7 and 6. We're not going to go into 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7 and 6 is all I need. So hold Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Finish reading what you got in Psalms.
He showeth his word to Jacob. And his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
So Jacob is the progenitor of the Israelites. He showeth his word unto Jacob. His statutes and his judgments, we went over judgments earlier. Judgments are the punishment. You understand what I'm saying? the action for breaking the law. The punishment you receive for breaking the law is he showed us the statutes, which are the laws, statutes, and commandments. And then he also showed us the judgment for breaking those laws, statutes, and commandments. Who did he show them to? Israel. Israel. You understand what I'm saying? He showed them to Israel. That's the Israelite, the 12 tribes of Israel, to be exact. You understand what I'm saying? So that's an excellent precept. So let's go to verse 20.
So verse 20. He had not dealt so.
This is important.
With any nation.
He had not dealt so with any nation. He ain't messing with no one. These laws, statutes, and commandments, and these judgments have not been given to no other nation. Period. Only us. You understand what I'm saying? Only us. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. So what my Bibles are, that is correct though, but I just want 7:6. That's all we need.
A special people unto himself.
Okay, so yeah. Actually we need 7 and 6. Like I'll tell you exactly what we need. Okay, right. So we just need chapter 7, verse 6. All right. Start from the top again.
Number 1. For thou art an holy people to the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people.
For thou art a holy people to the Lord. What does holy mean? Sister. Holy. To be holy. Now learn it. You gotta, hey, I want you to learn. Okay? Learn. Go ahead.
Holy means separate.
Separate. Holy means separate or set apart. To be separate. For thou art a separate people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people. You understand? Keep reading.
Number 1. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people to himself. Above all the people that are upon the face of the earth.
Below.
Above
all people that are on the face of the earth. You understand what I'm saying? That's an excellent precept. All right, so yeah, so y'all been learning. That's all I'm gonna ask for today, man. But just know, that's what I'm gonna be doing from now on. I'm gonna be asking questions pertaining to things that I've already taught. You understand what I'm saying? So that I can see that this class is receptive to the learning, to the teaching that I'm doing. Because we in the I.S.U.P.K, we are not teaching just to see ourselves on camera. We are teaching because we want our people to learn, just like we learn. You understand what I'm saying? Everything that I'm teaching you, I learn. So I want you to learn as well. So y'all make sure y'all tune in every Wednesday. I may not, it's supposed to start on at 8:30. We all, sometimes, black people never on time, but we have technical difficulties, which is no excuses. Unfortunately, the Houston camp does not necessarily have a physical building at the moment, but it will be soon. And when we do get that building, I guarantee you class will be consistent the same time every week. And I will be hosting the Wednesday blog class every week, Lord willing. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to get it squared away. We're going to teach our people, man. It's time to come about this hellhole, man. You understand what I'm saying? It's time to come. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready. So now let's get into the lesson. We're going to go to Leviticus chapter 11, where we left off. We're going to start at verse 13. That's where we left off at. So we finna now some of these birds and stuff like that we're gonna be naming, I might need to go to the dictionary to be able to break down exactly what bird this is. Or you can also go to Google yourself or get a Zondervan Bible dictionary or a Bible dictionary, and you can define these type of animals yourself, and you need to stay away from these animals. Or if it says we can't eat the animal, then we can't eat the animals, or whatever insect or whatever it is. You understand what I'm saying? So let's start with verse 13.
So the book of Leviticus, chapter 13. And these are which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls.
So now, what is a fowl? It says, and these are with they which select. And these are they which ye shall have in abomination amongst the fowls. Go ahead. Birds. Those are the fowls, right? The fowls are the birds, the air, the animals that control the air, the fowls of the air. You understand? These are an abomination. These we shall not eat. Keep reading.
They shall not be eaten.
They
are an abomination.
Okay.
The eagle.
The eagle.
The ostrich.
It says the ostrich. Now, I already, beforehand, you know what I'm saying, I kind of cheated a little bit. I already went on Google, and I found out that the ostrich is a kind of vulture. It's a type of vulture. So that's the type of bird that is. And now we know what ostrich is. I thought it was the ostrich. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was the ostrich, but it's actually a vulture. You understand what I'm saying? So the eagle is off limits. Vultures are off limits. Go ahead.
An osprey.
The osprey. Now, what is the osprey? Let's find out. The osprey. Where's the zondervan? You got the zondervan? Give me a second. If anybody already got the answer to what an osprey is, type the answer and type the reference that you got it from. Okay. So it's not telling me what it is. It's saying sea birds. Let's see. I don't want to tell you exactly what it is if I don't know exactly what it is. So like I already said it. I.S.U.P.K, we do not break down what we do not know. I'm thinking that the Bible spells it osprey, like O-S-P-R-A-Y, but I believe the bird that it's referring to is the osprey, which is the P-R-E-Y. O-S-P-R-E-Y. I believe that's what it's referring to. And the osprey, P-R-E-Y, it's a sea hawk or river hawk and fish hawk. It is a fish-eating bird of prey with cosmopolitan range. So that's what an osprey is. It's a hawk. So you can't have the eagle, you can't have a vulture, and you can't have a hawk. You understand? And I believe later on in the verses it's going to tell you we can't have a hawk. So that's the kind of hawk. The osprey is the kind of bird. It's a hawk. I don't know if anybody answered the question on Facebook yet, but that's what an osprey is. It's a hawk. It's a lot. Okay. So verse 14. Read.
No, verse 14.
And
the vulture.
And the vulture.
And the kite. After its kind.
Now, what is a kite? You need to know what that is. These birds that we cannot have. You understand? Kite. What is a kite? Let's see. A kite is a common name for certain birds of prey in the family. So like you got to bear with me with this name. I.S.U.P.K, particularly in subfamilies Milvinae, Elaninae, and Perninae. But you can Google, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can Google the type of bird it is. The reason why I don't know these birds is because they're not common anyway. Things that I ever tried to eat or ever ate anyway. Right. You know what I'm saying? I damn sure ain't trying to eat no hawk or no eagle or no owl or none of these other birds. You know what I'm saying? So I personally wouldn't know what it is. But you can Google a lot of these birds, most of these birds, if not all of these birds, and find out which ones you can eat and which you can't eat. But we'll not find out which ones you can and can't eat because the Bible tells you which ones you can and can't eat. But you can find out what kind of birds in detail this family of birds you need to stay away from. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 15. Every raven after his kind.
So we know what ravens are. I'm assuming everybody know what a raven is. Can't eat a raven. Go ahead.
No, because verse 16. And the owl.
No owls.
And the night hawk.
There you go. The hawk. You cannot have the hawk. You understand what I'm saying? Or the cuckoo. Now, I think I put this up earlier. The cuckoo or something. It's like it says a greatest bird called the Cuculus canoris of Eurasia and Africa. You understand what I'm saying? That's the kind of bird it is. You can look it up. They got it on freedictionary.com. So that's what a cuckoo is. A cacao, a cuckoo, whatever you want to call it. It's lucky. I'm, the Israelites. I'm a nigga. Call it whatever it is. I think it sounds like cacao. You understand what I'm saying? So we can't have the cacao and the hawk after its kind. Meaning, when it says after its kind, we cannot have that specific bird or any bird of that family. You understand? It's lucky. Make sure you don't. Like, you need to be up. Like, at the end of the driveway, see who that is. You can't have any bird of that kind. You understand? That's long. Okay. You said the wrong question. Most high Christ. Hey, next time somebody pull up, I need you out there on Shema. You understand what I'm saying? All right. All right. So now we understand we cannot have that type of bird, and we also cannot eat any bird of that kind. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it says of that kind. So keep reading.
So we'll call verse 17. And the little owl. And the cormorant.
So no owls and the cormorant. So not the little owls, being specific, came the little owl and the cormorant. Let's look at let's listen. Hey, so likely y'all gotta bear with me. I don't know what none of these birds are. Because I never ate them. You know what I'm saying? So cormorant. This word again, gotta bear with me. But it says Phylacro coracidae. Phylacro coracidae is a family. And I might have said that wrong, but I don't care. There's a family of approximately 40 species of aquatic birds, commonly known as cormorants. The cormorants and shads. Several different classifications of the family have been proposed recently, and the number of genera is disputed. So that's basically saying the number of them is, disputed, whatever. But we understand it's 40 different species of aquatic birds. You understand what I'm saying? So we got an understanding on that. So make sure y'all can find a detailed list of these aquatic birds. You can't eat them. They're unlawful. You understand what I'm saying? Do not mess with no aquatic bird, bird, or aquatic bird, or whatever however you say it. Like, and the great owl. Okay, keep going.
So we'll call verse 18.
And the swan. You know what a swan is.
And the pelican.
You know what a pelican is.
And the gear eagle.
You know what an eagle is.
Verse 19. And the stork. And the heron. After her kind.
I don't know what that is. Let's see. It's a large fish-eating wading bird with long legs and a long S-shaped neck. So it's probably in the same family as like the pelicans and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So no stork or a stork or whatever. No stork, no heron, none after her kind, meaning no type of bird in this family, period. You understand? Keep reading.
And the lapwing.
Lapwing.
And the bat.
Okay, I'm assuming that the lapwing would be something like a bat, but let's make sure. It says, no, actually, see, I was wrong. That's why we never assume. We actually get the definition. A lapwing is a large plover, typically having a black and white head and underparts as a loud call. They are a subfamily of medium-sized wading birds, which also include the plovers and the dotterels. So it's actually in the same family as a heron. You understand what I'm saying? It's a wading bird. That's what it's describing it as. So the lapwing is in the same family as the haram. Go ahead. And the bat. We definitely know what a bat is. Go ahead.
Now we'll come verse 20. All fowls that creep, going up all fours, going up upon all fours. Like,
so any bird that creep going upon all four shall be an abomination. That's any bird that you see that can walk on all fours. If it's a bird and it can walk on all fours, it's an abomination. Period. You understand? Go ahead.
It shall be an abomination to you. Verse 21. Yet these may ye eat of every flying creeping thing that goeth upon all fours, which have legs above their feet.
Okay. So these, okay. So now it says, these may ye eat of every flying creeping thing that goeth upon all four. So now, it says, all fowls that creep going upon all four shall be an abomination to you. Yet, these may eat of every flying creeping thing that goeth upon all four. So, the first one is telling you all flying fowls, which are birds that have all that creep upon all fours, you cannot eat those. But these that are creeping things that fly, which are not birds, because it says creeping things, you understand? That goeth upon all four, which have legs above their feet. Meaning you, like, their feet down here, but their legs go up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can eat these things, right? It says, you know, to leap upon, with all upon the earth. Keep reading.
So verse 22. Even these of them ye may eat.
So you may eat of this kind. Go ahead.
The locust.
The locust. We know what a locust is. It's in the grasshopper family. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So after his kind.
Any type of locust, any type of family of insects, like you can have it. Go ahead. I don't eat it. Like, I mean, hey, you know, it's lawful to eat, but I don't mean you gotta eat it. I ain't eating. I'm like, go ahead.
So and the ball locust.
Ball locust after his kind. Go ahead.
After his kind. So and the beetle after his kind.
I'm not eating no beetles. I'm not eating no beetles, but it's lawful. If you want you some chocolate covered beetles or something, you know what I'm saying? Put you some beetles in the frying pan, throw some grease in, and let it simmer. Hey, you can eat them. You know what I'm saying? Lord be with you when you eat them. I can't do it. It's a lot. You understand what I'm saying? But you are more than welcome to eat them. Go ahead.
And the grasshopper after his kind.
Some people eat these things. You know what I'm saying? So I done heard of them. Chocolate colored grasshoppers. I done heard of all types of different fried grasshoppers. You know, hey, they lawful. You can have them. You understand what I'm saying? If the Bible says you can eat it, you can eat it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 23. But all other flying creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you.
Any other flying creeping thing, any other type of creeping thing that have 4 feet shall be an abomination to you. Other than those things we just named. Period. Okay, so all right, with that, okay, now let's read 24 right quick.
Now verse 24. And for these he shall be unclean.
Okay.
Whosoever toucheth the carcass of them shall be unclean until evening.
So anything that's unclean, we know, even from animals to even these flying creeping things. If it's dead and you touch it, you are unclean. You understand? This is important. We need to understand because we kill bugs all the time, right? If you touch it, for whatever reason, you're unclean. You understand? Go ahead.
So that means if you kill a fly and you pick it off the table, you're unclean.
Does a fly have 4 legs?
No.
Right. Is the legs above the feet?
Sir.
Yes, it is. Come. It is. When you see a fly land on the table, their legs are here, their feet are up, and they play with their feet and stuff too. Right. But you understand what I'm saying? Hey, it crawls on the table, don't it?
No.
And does it fly? No. But did it say we can eat it?
No.
So if you kill a fly and you flick it off the table, you touched it. So therefore you're unclean. You understand? Keep reading.
No. Verse 25.
It says, hold on. It says, whoever touches the carcass of them
shall be unclean until the evening.
Until when?
Until the evening.
Until Sunday. If you flick that fly off the table, it's dead. You flick it off the table, you are unclean until evening. So don't be trying to flick no fly before camp. Don't be trying to flick no fly before class. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to be unclean. Period. Don't be trying to flick no flies before the Passover. Well, the Passover is sundown, so you might be to wall on that. But if it's something that you are, you know what I mean, the point is you're going to be unclean until that evening. Just like with anything that when you become unclean, you become unclean until that evening. There are some things that you can do to be unclean for days or for months. But we'll go into that at a later time. This ain't the class on that today. But go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 20, verse 25. Whosoever buried out of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes.
You gotta wash your clothes.
And be unclean until the evening.
All right, we're gonna stop right there. So, and whoever buried out the carcass of them, if you carrying around the dead thing that's unclean, you're unclean. You need to wash your clothes, or if it's all on you, you gotta wash your clothes, wash your body. That's important. We are clean people in Israel. Wash your clothes, wash your body. Go ahead.
So, even if you kill a mosquito that's on you,
I mean, man, the mosquito got 4 legs. You got anything that has 4 legs that creep and crawl on the earth that can fly, it is an abomination other than what we name. You understand? It's that simple, straightforward. With the Lord, there's no lukewarm. There's either hot or cold. And in the I.S.U.P.K, we hot. And we ain't never cold. And we ain't lukewarm. We keep all the law, statutes, and commandments. So therefore, if the Bible tells you if you touch that, you unclean to evening, wash your clothes and clean your body, that's what we do. It's that simple. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So before closing the class, I wanna say we got let's see. Gotta start getting that security announcement too. We have a Power Pack weekend coming up, starting October the, I want to say 5th, Friday, October 5th. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's going down in Houston. You know what I'm saying? You know we're going to do it Texas big. It's the whole Texas cookout. It's going to be hosted by I.S.U.P.K Houston. Well, the whole Texas, but it's going to be in Houston, the I.S.U.P.K Houston or whatever. 12 o'clock until whenever. On October 7th is the barbecue or the cookout. You understand? We're going to be out there 12 p.m. to whenever. We're going to be at 5225 Calhoun Road, Houston, Texas, 77021. That's the address. Mark your calendars. Mark that address. Write that down. You do not want to miss this cookout. I'm telling you now, we are going to do Texas. We're going to do it Texas big. Trust and believe when I say that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be excellent brotherhood displayed. And if you are Negro, Latino, or Native American, you are more than welcome to come to this cookout. Everybody else, you are not allowed. If your father or your grandfather, your father's father, is a Negro, a Latino, a Native American, if you are on the 12-tribe chart, if you don't know, you're not for sure, go on our website, look at our 12-tribe chart. If you are not on that chart, if your father is not on that chart, if your grandfather on your father's side is not on that chart, you are not welcome.
Right.
No crackers allowed, no other nations allowed, no heathens, period. We're going to have a good time, us amongst our brothers and sisters. We're going to have a great time, man. Again, 12 o'clock until October 7th, Sunday, October 7th, 2018, at McGregor Park. That's at 5225 Calhoun Road, Houston, Texas, 77021. You need something? Come. Huh? Yeah, leave your white. Yeah, white friends. Hey, leave your white family members at home too. They are not allowed. They will not make it past our, guards on deck. You understand what I'm saying? They can't even eat the scraps. They can't even eat out the trash can in the park. Not in our vicinity. You understand? All right. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close the class. Salam, y'all, Bashim, y'all, oh, Salaki. let me pass the class to Trooper Yeshaya for the security announcements. And with that, Shalom Yahweh Shema. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabbat to my brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shema Bashim Yahweh Shabbat. Come on.
With the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, this is security announcements. Will the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge start out of 1 West 25th Street, Harlem, New York City. New rule for brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. Any temptation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months, brother and sister will court each other. After heads are married. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew. By Asherah. 10% of every penny and increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher, priest funds. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, upholding congregations, I already covered that. Reminder, I.S.U.P.K and I.S.U.P.K to check the but if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, and headband, also scarf. Love y'all,